Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of Reaction regarding Donald Trump's tweet regarding Puerto Rico's politicians. Let's see what he posted this morning around 11:24 this morning. In other words, 9 hours ago. And he said this: the people of Puerto Rico are wonderful, but the net politicians are trying to use massive and ridiculously high amount of hurricane slash disaster funding to pay off all the obligations. The U.S. will not bail out outstanding and unpaid obligations with hurricane relief money. First of all, let's go to local newspapers. El Nuevo Día. That's a local newspaper over there in Puerto Rico. We have this article that was published this afternoon that FEMA approves $14 million to the Puerto Rico Water Authority, or AAA in Spanish. That's one thing. Then we have this. How much it will cost to study in the Puerto Rico University in the next 5 years. And how much it will cost to study over there in Puerto Rico. This according to the fiscal plan approved today by the Federal Fiscal Board, and saying that an undergrad student will pay $157 by 2023. And here's the cost. This is this year, 2018. The admission cost, $20. In 2019, it's going to go up to $30. Readmissions from 33 is going to go up to 35. Graduation cost, right now it's 27. It's going to go up to 80. So we don't know what Donald Trump is saying. Meanwhile, you have these two local political figures. We have on the right, Carlos Johnny Mendez, and on the left, Thomas Rivera Schatz. Both of them, locally, they identify themselves as the New Progressive Party, or NPP for short. But in the mainland, they both identify themselves as Republicans. Why hasn't them reacted what Donald Trump said, but saying this, and we're going to say it in English? We're not going to let any piece or legislation that will eliminate our rights. You did your best for the country, or in other words, the island, and this house is not gonna fail. But at the same time, we're not gonna take away the Christmas bonus law expressed Mendes. And at the same time, we have the government is going to let's find a word, appeal the measures of the fiscal board, but this time they're going to do it in Boston. This was explained today by the Public Relations Secretary Ramon Rosario. And one person, one particular politician over a year ago went against Donald Trump and criticizing him for the lack of response regarding Hurricane Maria. This time is going with him. And we're talking about San Juan's mayor, Cameron Dylan Cruz Soto. And this was what she replied to him. If Donald Trump is saying that no relief money should go to pay the debt, we could finally agree on something. But she has still things to explain. And then she replied this also at 1:30, 1:41 this afternoon. I look forward to the day when Trump referred to Puerto Rico with fact-based comments and the respect we deserve. Hell may have to freeze over. Once again, the mayor of San Juan is kind of out of touch. Here she is. She has been mayor basically since 2012, that she defeated the then mayor Jorge Andres Santini Padilla, and she is now serving her second term, but it's still uncertain if she's going to run for re-election in 2020, or if she's going to run for governor in Puerto Rico. All right, that's all the latest news from a Nuevo Dia. Now let's go to some facts. And this is the Wikipedia page regarding Puerto Rico. We have the flag, the coat of arms, the anthem, that is the Borinqueña, that's the Great Seal, where it's located at, the status quo, the capital, official languages, ethnicity groups. Uh, Here's what's interesting: government, president, Donald Trump, Republican, governor, Ricardo Rosselló. Apparently, he is Democrat. The Senate President, Thomas Rivera Schatz, Republican. Johnny Mendez identified himself as Republican. And here what things changes. Chief Justice of the local Supreme Court is a woman, and she happens to be the first openly gay justice appointed. Important dates to have in mind. The session from Spain occurred in December 10th, 1898. This was the date. Again, I'm going to repeat it. December 10th, 1898. That was the day that Spain gave up Puerto Rico for the US. And that was ratified by the Treaty of Paris in 1899 on April 11, 1899. The U.S. citizenship was granted March 2nd, 1917, but it wasn't until July 25th, 1952, that Puerto Rico made its own local constitution. And I'm gonna do full disclosure. I lived in Puerto Rico for 20 years of my life, my late childhood, my adolescent years, in other words, teenage years, and my early adulthood. I was over there in Puerto Rico, and I have seen lots of things occur from referendums in 2012, seeing a former governor convicted by the feds, seeing the island falling into an economic crisis, And of course, President Obama was in Puerto Rico, but Congress hasn't done anything under Democrat or Republican administration. And then we have this. On July 30th, 2016, the President of the United States, then Barack Obama, signed a new law approved by Congress, H.R. 5278, PROMESA, establishing control board over the Puerto Rico government. This board will have a significant degree of federal control involved in establishment and operations, in particular the authority to establish the control board derived from the federal government's constitutional power to make needful rules and regulations regarding U.S. territories. The President will appoint 7 voting members of the board, and the board will have sovereign powers to effectively overrule decisions of Puerto Rico legislature, governor, and other public authorities. Let's go back to Anolia. This person right here, Jose Carrion, he is the president of the fiscal board. The judge who is taking the case of Title III under PROMESA is Laura Taylor Swain, who happens to be based here in New York. See, the population went up from the year 1775 all the way to the year 2000, but having its peak in 1940. But in 2000, there were 3.8 million of Puerto Ricans. In 2010, it went down to 3.7 million. And in 2017, 3.3 million. And here's the top 10 cities with the biggest population according to the 2010 census. But according to a census uh, estimate done in 2015, San Juan, its capital, has had 371,400 people. As you know, the official language in Puerto Rico is Spanish. The religion obviously is pretty much Catholic. That's the governor, son of former governor Pedro Rosselló, and the resident commissioner Jennifer Gonzalez Colon is the first woman to serve in that position. And of course, since 1952, Puerto Rico has three main parties: the Popular Democratic Party, the New Progressive Party, and the Puerto Rico Independent Party. Full disclosure, when I was living in Puerto Rico, that I voted in the elections of 2008 and 2012, I was a New Progressive Party member, but registered as a Democrat here in the States, especially in Florida where I lived, and here in New York. That's Capitol Hill. This is the map of Puerto Rico, and where the military installations that were in Puerto Rico. This is the a map of the municipalities. I pretty much lived in this area right here that is called the San Juan Metroplex. That includes Bayamon and Catania on the west and Carolina on the west, on the east. But when you guys and here is the map of uh, the ship carriers. We have Sea Star, Horizon, and Crawley. Puerto Rico's have received supplies from Houston, the Everglades, Jacksonville, Pensacola, New Jersey, and Elizabeth, New Jersey, Puerto Plata in Dominican Republic, St. Croix, Totol, and St. Thomas. This is part of the city. And obviously, the biggest hospital in Puerto Rico is in Rio Piedras, and it's called the Rio Piedras Medical Center. It was founded in 1956, and within it has a total of 8 hospitals. We have the San Juan Municipal Hospital that's operated by the Municipal San Juan. We have the Industrial Hospital. This is the hospital that receives uh, governmental employees, whether municipal or statewide, normally injured police officers and firefighters are care there. We have the San Juan Pediatric Hospital that is also operated by the municipal of San Juan. We have the Pediatric Hospital operated by the Commonwealth and is the main trauma center of this is the main hospital for pediatric cases. We have the ER. The ER is the main hospital for trauma cases in Puerto Rico and in the Caribbean. And we have the Caribbean Cardiovascular Center. That's the main hospital for open heart surgery in the Caribbean, and it features hotels, a hotel for patients' families. Even they have a psych ward, in other words, psychiatric hospital, and a psychiatric hospital for inmates. That's both hospital and correctional facility that is jointly operated between the Department of Corrections and the Medical Services Administration. And of course, the city of San Juan operates 9 other hospitals, and 8 of them are diagnostic centers. And the diagnostic centers are located within neighborhoods inside the San Juan City. We have as north as La Perla and as south as Rio Piedras. And also we have private hospitals. We have the Metropolitan Hospital, Auxilio Mutuo Expreso. These two are founded by people of Spain. Even the veterans has a hospital that is, let's say, walking distance from the medical center. We have Ashford Presbyterian Hospital located in the Condado. We have Pavia Hospital and Santurce in Monterrey. We have St. Jorge's Children's Hospital. That's the and even there's some facts that which I didn't know about. Hospital de Damas, this is in Ponce, is listed in the U.S. News and World Report as one of the best hospitals under the U.S. flag. Ponce has the highest concentration of medical infrastructure per inhabited in any municipality in Puerto Rico. We didn't know this. Now we know. We have crime. The over rate is low, but 80% of these crimes are gang related and drug traffickers. This is a picture of several houses in the Old San Juan area. If you guys wonder, in honor of who is Ostos Community College in the Bronx, in its honor to Eugenio Maria de Ostos. Because of him, in other words, in honor of him, is that we have Ostos Community College in the Bronx. And of course, this is part of the variety of food that we could see in Puerto Rico. Yummy, right? It's so delicious. And this is the infrastructure highway, the PR1, PR2, PR3. Between here and here, we have PR30. Between here and here, we have PR52. And between here and here, we have PR53. And about here to Ponce, we have PR10. And of course, we have the urban train. This train, we when we went to Puerto Rico, we took it back in 2016 that we did a joyride. Let's let's find Let's find that. Let's see if we find the video that we did back in 2016. Because of course we took this train back in 2016. All right, here's my trip. By the way, we did this trip. Let's go a little bit forward. When the train transitions from elevated to a grade, that's the area of Villa España Bayamón. But Donald Trump doesn't know that Puerto Rico has this since 2005. As you see, the system has 4 cars. And then, of course, this station right here, that's San Francisco or the Diego Avenue. You see right there the office of it's like OSHA, the Puerto Rican version of OSHA. That thing right there, that building right there, that's the office of the medical examiner. That's pretty much nearby the main medical hospital in Puerto Rico. You see the water tower. And of course, we're gonna end it up with something unusual. You guys can think, does this over train has underground stations? Think it twice. All right, let's stop it there. That's Rio Piedra Station. This is how the train looks in the outside. Was built by Siemens and is CBTC compliant. But of course, Puerto Rico has its own uh, electric power authority, known as PREPA. But you guys will think when we arrive from the US, or we're arriving to San Juan or Carolina, honestly, we're arriving to Carolina because the airport is located in Carolina. Although that the initials are SJU, and in the past we had airlines like Mexicana, Lufthansa, Air France, British Airways, Norwegian Air, Air Europa, um, Volaris, Air France, U.S. Airways, but now it's American Airlines. So Continental that now is United. And here are the terminals. Terminal A is owned exclusively by JetBlue. And JetBlue has 51 daily flights on an average day. So, so we have Terminal A, JetBlue. Terminal B is United, Delta, Southwest, and Spirit. Terminal C and it has Avianca VIP Airport Lounge. Terminal D right now is going under renovation and previously was occupied by American Airlines and other One World Airlines until the departure of One World Airlines in March 2013. And Terminal E, that's currently unused and ongoing renovation, was um, occupied by regional affiliate Executive Airlines that was affiliate of American Eagle. And here we have the airlines that serve the airport. We have Air Antilles, Air Canada has a seasonal to Toronto Pearson Airport that resumes this upcoming Sunday, October 28th, in a seasonal to Montreal that resumes on December 15th. And of course, we have Air Trustal that both will serve Toronto and Montreal starting in December 22nd. We have an Allegiant Air that mainly serves Orlando Sanford International Airport, but it will resume seasonal to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Raleigh Durham. American Airlines has right now Charlotte, Chicago, Dallas Fort Worth, Miami, and Philly. Previously, it had JFK, but in order to get to JFK from Puerto Rico, you will have to use, as of right now, Delta and JetBlue, or United that will take you all the way to Newark, or JetBlue that will take you to Newark. But if you want, or Frontier to Islip seasonally. And then we have cargo. We have FedEx, DHL, UPS, and the number one air carrier share between May of last year and April this year, the number one is JetBlue. But in terms of destinations in the US, we have Orlando, JFK, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Georgia, Newark, Philly, Charlotte, Tampa, and Chicago. And let's focus on the urban train that is operated by in alternative concepts. It is the first Caribbean first rapid transit, and it started December 17th, 2004. 16 stations. That's Roosevelt Avenue Station, Deportivo Station, or Lolin Miranda Street. See, there was going to be phase 1A towards Minillas. And then there was going to be a phase 2 going towards Carolina. And that's the card. That's the same one that we bought from over there back in 2016. And of course, The trains share characteristics with the rolling stock for the Blue Line in Boston. I didn't know this detail. That's Rio Piedras, and that's the tunnel for phase two. Part of the tunnel, but nothing has changed. And the other one is the Metropolitan Bus Authority, or known as AMA. Basically, the same buses, almost the same buses that we see here in New York City. For example, this is a Orion 7 Next Generation Hybrid. And of course, from one express route, now there's three express routes. You have the E10, E20, E40. Now we have the T2, T3. The T3 is the only one that operates daily until 11 o'clock at night. The T4 was previously the A3 that was extended now into Pinheiro Station. The T5 now serves the airport. Previously wasn't serving the airport. We have the T6, T7, T8, T9, T21, and 41. Circular roads. We have the C1 that was previously owned by First Transit, now surrendered to the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. We have the C22 that goes from Sacred Heart to Plaza Las Americas in a 20-minute headway. And we have a species of loops. That's the C35, C36, C43, and 44. And we have the distribution routes, the T15 that was previously B15, the 17, the 18, 19, 26, 27, 31, 37, 45, 40, 53, 91, and 92. And the D53 serves Old San Juan to the airport. Previously, this route won't stop in the airport shyly by less than 10 minutes. And this is the current fleet. We have Jigglies with bike racks, small connection buses, and here's the fleet. We have Orion 5s, we have the DE-35, we have the Jigglies, and the Jigglies and the Nabbies are used under First Transit, and the E-20 uses the Nabbies 42 feet BRT and the 60 feet BRT. And of course, the Nabby Smart uh, Low Floor Series 2013 and 14. Of course, I started to route to ride the Flexible Metros 1991, the RTSs from 1997 to 2000, plus the Mini that is still in operation, plus the low floor. And let's take an example of one of the bus routes that I will use. Okay, let's skip that. But bottom line, this street right here, let's return to the main topic of this live stream. Why did Donald Trump did what he did today? But honestly, let's it, not it, not it. Okay, let's now let's Let's find a YouTube channel that gives it a little political twist. And we're gonna play some clips of them. Let's play this one.
En el último capítulo de La culpa la tiene Palma. La vida corría como de costumbre en plena piñata, toda baja, donde su alcalde, Aníbal Pegado Borges, destruye el pueblo para repartir los dulces que corren dentro de ese. Y el contrato, hasta que un día el pueblo se cansó. Era Borges, ya no te queremos, no te queremos ya. Entonces ya no juego, renuncio. Pero Vega Borges dejó el pueblo piñata en quiebra, roto y sin banco. Aníbal Borges ha sido el peor administrador del universo. Tu ruta es un plan de corrupción. Por lo tanto, quiero premiarte. Soy comisionado electoral. Oh, Ricky. Fíjate. Pero de repente, el gobierno llevado por el FBI por corrupción. Yo solo estuve 11 años administrando toda. Obviamente no tengo nada que ver ahí. Pero misteriosamente, yo renuncio o te renuncio. Entonces, renuncio. No te preocupes, amigo. El pueblo PNP siempre olvida. Olvidará el pueblo. ¿Y qué hará el 58% del país que no votó por Ricky? ¿Olvidarán esto? Esto y más en La culpa la tiene Palma.
This is one of those videos that probably Donald Trump doesn't know about, but honestly, his answer, or in other words, his comment on Twitter comes to this. Now, let's watch another one.
Do you write anything on your computer? I will push over. Pues yo más de 113 años simplemente me he visto un poco sad. Ay, perdóname. Eventualmente se va a casar conmigo porque él está enamoradísimo. Enamoradísimo. Ay, yo sé que a mí no me gusta mucho y eso, pero fue. Además, a un segundo más se acabó de niñito a la vuelta de la esquina. Ay, se casó conmigo porque como yo, necesitamos un hombre fuerte como Mr. Sam que nos mantenga. Yo sola. No tengo permiso de hablar. Mira, ayer cuando él llegó aquí a la casa, el tipo había cogido toda mi ropa, todo libre asociada a él, pero es que él no administra las cosas porque yo hice pacto con él de eso. Pero mira, con todo eso, los otros días, él se fue por la fiesta y cuando yo quiero entender, me dice que me vaya porque yo no soy ni mujer ni libre. Pero ¿sabes qué? Yo estoy bien así. Yo aguanto todo porque yo soy una mujer dinámica. ¿Qué cosa? ¿Qué pasa? Que yo falto. Ese no es mi esposo, no es mi esposo. A no obligar a estar con ese tipo. Eso me está como una hora, como si yo fuera un botín de guerra. Y encima de eso, una año y tiene de cara que es mío. Tratando como si yo fuese de él. Mira, en verdad, que se vaya por el borra. Yo no necesito hacerme esa barrera con mis problemas. Yo creo que he demostrado mis acciones súper inteligentes de toda mi vida. Yo no sé por qué la gente no confía en mí como antes. Estoy tan cansada con traer a mi esposo. Ay, pero no, eso no significa que no podemos seguir sin él. ¿Qué me dicen en el internet? Ambos somos amigos libres, como nos hizo por el país, por eso de que somos pareja, ¿verdad? Digo, ¿verdad?
This other video gives you an idea of the political ideology that persists in Puerto Rico pretty much since 1898. And let's try to find another this one.
En el último capítulo de La culpa la tiene Paloma. Laboral y parte de beneficios pagas de horas extra a los trabajadores de la empresa privada. Este siempre fue el plan de mi ruta. Ahora nos encaminamos a construir el nuevo Puerto Rico. Y hablando de nuevo, el nuevo presidente del Senado, Tomás Teresa, contrata varias caras nuevas como asesores. Otros más. Entonces, así que contratamos a Aníbal Vega Borges. Aníbal Vega Borges. Sí. Es que el municipio de trabajar. Sí. Contrato de comisionado electoral. Sí. Después tuvo que renunciar como el FBI que no la también trabaja por corrupción y mala administración. Sí. Sí. Vamos a dar la expectativa de será consultora administrativa del Senado, así como lo escucha. El que quebró baja será consultor administrativo. El que quebró baja será consultor administrativo. El que quebró baja será consultor administrativo.
By the way, if you want to subscribe to Tripleta, we're going to post a comment below. In other words, we're going to post the link of their channel below that you guys could learn more about the reality of Puerto Rico. Let's watch another one, shall we? Because we're finding clues that ties the answer, in other words, the comment that Donald Trump posted this morning on his Twitter page calling Puerto Rican politicians inepts. There's your answer. Let's watch this one.
En un capítulo muy especial de La Culpa, aquí en el Palmo Azul, las aguas cristalinas de Playuela, donde se le ha metido al alcalde de Guadilla. Ayuda, el visito del barrio El Sol. Vengan extranjeros a romper, exploten y violen nuestras casas. Apoyen, voten por business. Con el House of the Columbus, Landing Resort. Este proyecto va a mejorar el ambiente. Ahora no, aquí en Aguadilla hay como 4 hoteles vacíos abandonados. ¿Por qué no renovan eso y ya? ¡Ay, déjenos hippies! ¿Cómo entienden que se crearán 700 empleos temporeros? Como todos saben, empleos temporeros y dinero del bolsillo vale más que el mundo que le dejamos a nuestros hijos. Y hablando de decisiones, ¿quién le dice a la Universidad de Puerto Rico que tiene que cortarle 300 millones? Como saben, me apasiona el tema de la educación. Profesor, así que quieren que sepan que tengo que cortarles más dinero a su científico presupuesto. Si se cortan aquí, tendré que cortar de salud. Ustedes me dicen que quieren ser brutos o enfermos. Ahora, si en verdad te interesa la educación, ¿por qué no lo quieren meter en el trámite a la Cámara y el Senado? Esto ya se han gastado como 3 millones en menos de 2 meses. Cuidadito ahí, un momentito. Número uno, más respeto. No le hables así monotial a que te está hablando. Y número dos, eso no son gastos, son inversiones. Exacto. Nosotros, como buenos cristianos, estamos haciendo un trabajo de calidad. Estamos dando empleo a aquellos rechazados por la sociedad. O sea, los PNP que perdieron las elecciones. Exacto. Nosotros le damos empleo y asilo a los desamparados como Santini, de la Borja, de Monroy, causa yo voy a amar a Sassari. Corazón está feliz porque estás me compra. Pero a la misma vez, el multifacético presidente de la Cámara, Johnny Méndez, da un gran paso para los fundamentalistas y un gigantesco fuck a la Constitución al decretar la celebración religiosa pagada por fondos públicos. Practicarán 40 días de ayuno y oración en beneficios públicos. ¿Sabes? Pregunta porque que yo sepa, nuestro escudo tiene un cordero que representa la religión mía según mi interpretación. El pueblo de Puerto Rico debería pagar por mis creencias personales. Pues, esto significa que a mí te están diciendo de los reyes de España. Bueno, pues la corona también está en el escudo. Es su abogado, que también era contratista de Héctor yo sé que no sabía que esas querellas en tu contra por agresión sexual, violación, hostigamiento, desafío a los medios no sacan a ninguna al respecto, porque necesitan ayuda para ganar las elecciones. Pero, ahora te digo, ya no puede ser nada. Súper progresista de mujeres poderosas, quienes seguramente darán justicia a la víctima de agresión sexual. El director del PEI, que no voy a investigar. La secretaria de Justicia, que no voy a investigar. La directora de Ética Gubernamental, que no voy a investigar. Procuradora de la Mujer, que no voy a investigar. Para que la víctima se caiga la boca. Esto no es él. La figura que se escribe la culpa la tiene
Uh, this video they talked about former mayor Antonio Garcia, who had to resign in disgrace regarding sexual assault claims. And obviously, Telemundo journalist, her name is Yvette Sosa, she is going to, in other words, she wrote a book regarding this. So, is Donald Trump correct when he did this tweet? It looks like it. Absolutely. When he mentioned this word, inept politicians. Let's go more ahead. para dejarles saber al gobierno que quieren ser escuchados. Pero de repente, acusados rompen cristales y vandalizan, creando caos al finalizar la marcha. ¡Una amarilla! ¡Que se acabó la marcha y se fueron libres! Y estrechamente la policía también. ¡Una jugada rápidamente el grado! Y entonces, a toda velocidad, más rápido que un cohete, más rápido que Flash, más rápido que la demanda de 20 tomas, se fueron sometió a un rato después de entregar cristales de edificio. A pasar, tú decides, pero los delincuentes iban a venir a destrozar el nuevo Puerto Rico. Por eso, los invito a todos a reconstruir la Junta del Nuevo Puerto Rico con mi plan antigobernantes comunistas de los combates para que desarmes como estos no vuelvan a pasar. That's a pure shame.
Y hablando de eso, el Departamento de Justicia anunció justo en la mañana que el detenidor y presunto violador Héctor O'Neill ha sido encontrado con causa para 20 cargos de delitos graves, sexual, acoso, maltrato y robo de fondos públicos, entre otros. Pero por suerte para el PNP.
Hold it. This right there represents the last point. Money. Let's keep listening.
De fondos públicos, entre otros. Pero por suerte para el PNP, este anuncio fue dado en la mañana del paro nacional. Así que todo el mundo le pichó a la noticia.
Well, that shows you right there that way before Hurricane Maria struck the island on September 20th, 2017, things were going way downhill. Let's keep watching one more.
En el último capítulo de La culpa la tiene Palma. Luego de que la Junta aprobara el plan de Ricky, que era el mismo plan de la Junta, que era el mismo plan de Ricky, la pistola ha sido cargada con balas mortales. La educación, la salud, las llamas hasta recogió la basura. Acá no venga a disparar, eso es apoyar, se te boca. Son una pequeña herida de 13 millones. No, pero entonces de dónde sacó para pegarle Santini, a Veragüez, a Mamabuco, y no han pedido de relajo PNP, sino los contratos a nuestros amigos de sí, es cierto, no nos podemos dejar educar. Tenemos que pensar, ¿cómo conseguimos esos millones? ¿Estás pensando lo que estás pensando? Sí, cerebro, pero ¿cómo podemos aplicar más a la gente pobre que viene a recoger libretas del pueblo? No, si ya de por sí nos vamos a obligar a irnos por lo menos y sacarse fotos con nosotros para que no nos vean por pobrecito. No, de gracia. Mira, vamos a subirle los taxes a los contratistas independientes. ¿Contratistas independientes? O sea, a los freelancers. O sea, a los que hacen chivo y trabajan por será a los honestos que reportan planilla, ¿verdad? O sea, a los honestos que previenen, vamos a subir los taxes. Sí, de 3% vamos a subirlo a 15%. Como dijo Donald Trump, sí. Eso es apocalíptico. Y hablando del fin de los tiempos, a ella no fue un ningún juego. A Desarrollo eres ofendida por un cómic que me pido. Ay, que por esto me insultó, pero no podés entender el legislativo. Es una ofensa para todas las mujeres del planeta, desde las japonesas hasta las australianas. Todas han sido ofendidas por este comentario. Te digo, las vas a pagar. Y así, como cuando Herodes mezclado con Fidel Castro, comienza el asesinato de la libre expresión. Pero aquí el gobierno todavía tarde, mi grancito, que no te ha pagado todavía. ¿Quieres ver algún día mata a Pepito. Mientras tanto, crisis en la policía. La superintendente pide 300 policías que trabajen de gratis. Así es, necesitamos ayuda. Tenemos a todos los policías muy ocupados dando tickets por estupideces para cuadrar el presupuesto. ¿Quién se apunta? Alguien dijo 200. Ay, mira, perfecto, y con esteroides. A ustedes yo los mando a prestar viejitos en peñuelas. Peñuelas, así es. Se cura a un desastre ambiental. Y todo por culpa de la engañosa ley que permite cenizas tóxicas en nuestros vertederos. Yo no engañé a nadie. Como buen científico, firmé una ley que no permite que se depositen cenizas tóxicas, a menos que las mezclen con otra cosa, formando de esta manera un agua tóxica o un bobote tóxico. Lo que tú quieras, la creatividad es el límite. Como ven, nunca es ofrecer alternativas para construir un mejor Puerto Rico. Yo se lo dije y no me hicieron caso. Se van a arrepentir. Pero dices, ¿qué pasará? Pendientes al próximo capítulo de La Culpa tiene Palmeco. Que no te pierdas de la miniserie que sigue dando fuego al corazón popular, donde la corrupción de la pasada administración sigue saliendo de la tierra. ¿Podrá Héctor Ferrer salvar a un partido tan podrido? Ay. Estoy más.
Wow, that demonstrates that not only the new Progressive Party has been let's say misusing public funds. The Popular Democratic Party also has been misusing public funds. So we're gonna start to wrap up this live stream with a last look to this tweet. Is Donald Trump correct or no? Please, if you don't mind, you could post your comments below regarding this question. Is Donald Trump correct or incorrect by calling Puerto Rico politicians inept? By trying to use disaster aid to pay off all the obligations? That will be an interesting question to ask. And the link to subscribe to Tipleta PR will be posted below as soon as we conclude this live stream. And remember, this is only the beginning of a series of deep analysis regarding Donald Trump and Puerto Rico. So, again, let's repeat the question. Is Donald John Trump correct or incorrect when he called the politicians from Puerto Rico inept? Let's see. But first, Let's look for some politicians on Twitter. Let's see. Let's see the governor's Twitter page. And obviously, he has been traveling to California. And obviously, he was with Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker in Massachusetts. And of course, he retweeted ABC News national security contributor. I constantly, I caution constantly that the Puerto Rico Oversight Board not be allowed to govern Puerto Rico's recovery. The governor must govern and be held accountable. The board has enacted conflict, and Donald Trump and Ricardo Rosselló are on the same page. And this is the tweet that the governor replied to Donald Trump. And he said, I agree with you, Mr. President. That's why I'm opposing the Oversight Board outrageous plan that will severely hamper Puerto Rico's recovery and growth. Let's see what Thomas Rivera Chat says. As if we find him on Twitter. And here he is. Thomas Rivera Chats, known as the Shark, as he mentioned something regarding Donald Trump. No. As you see in his Twitter page, he hasn't mentioned nothing, absolutely nothing regarding Donald John Trump. Let's find other politicians from Puerto Rico, shall we? Let's see who we could find over here. Let's find our beloved Tata Charbonnier. Nothing for my beloved Tata Charbonnier. Oh. Too sad. Too sad. But obviously, she mentioned 16 hours ago, and and she posted, and we're gonna use the translation. So unimportunate, insolent, as callous as all are always the comments of Natalie Yaresko. This doesn't help at all. The financial oversight management, Natalie Jaresko says, lack of political will to implement changes. Regarding that, let's go to their Twitter page. And this is the press release that they submitted 10 hours ago. Remember, all these people, they were named by President Obama back in 2016. But again, let's ask the question again before we wrap up this live. Does Donald John Trump correct or incorrect when he called Puerto Rico's politicians inept? Don't hesitate to post your comments below. And we will be doing a follow-up video in the next couple of days or maybe couple of weeks. So, before anything, we want to thank everybody for joining us on this Tuesday night, and we'll see you guys next time.